Okay, then we will move to item Z, which is report on Ho-Chunk 1 and 2 classes. Mrs. Cleveland is here.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yes, I'm here to do my share in the grant that we have. We have a, it's called the American Indian Language Revitalization Grant, and there are a few things that we need to do to make sure that, you know, we're in compliance with that. So we meet on a quarterly basis, and it's my privilege to come and speak to the board. I asked the teachers at the high school to come with me, but they had family issues, so they had to stay back. I'm going to talk about Ho-Chunk 1 and Ho-Chunk 2. Arlene Blackdeer teaches Ho-Chunk 1, and Jessie Cleveland does the Ho-Chunk 2 class, first and second hour at the high school. And along with them, Mrs. Lyra Hopinka is their fluent speaker in the classroom, and she comes every day. So in case they have questions or if students have questions, then, you know, she's the expert and she can help them to come up to an answer, or, you know, even explain what a word means to them. So with the grant, we do several things. We were required, or we put in the grant that we're going to do a parent and a student survey, and we're also going to do collaboration, and so they have, you know, we've taken them under our wings in the World Language Collaboration Unit that we're in, so they come every time that we meet, and then it seems like we all split apart, German, Spanish, and Ho-Chunk, you know, and then we work on our assessment. And so we did do an assessment, a common assessment like everyone, and then the results you see are there. And also we did the Zoomerang student survey, and that, you know, the students like that because they can get on the computer, and they were done in like a minute or two, whatever. And so there was 11 questions to that, and then 10 questions on the parent survey. Mr. Hay has observed Arlene 3 times and Jessie twice, and I'm assuming he's going to do evaluate her one more time sometime before the end of the year. And it seemed like they both, some were announced and some were unannounced, and they did fine both times. So overall, I think they're doing a really good job, and I enjoy going over there, you know, to see them, and I go over there quite a bit. You know, we did our ordering of our supplies. You know, it's the first time they're doing that, and so I'm kind of coaxing them along and working with Infinity with them, and showing them the grading procedures and things like that. So they've learned a lot this year. And then last but not least, the teachers have contracted, or did contract, with 8 individuals, Ho-Chunk people, and they came in and they were speakers in their classroom. So they spoke on, you know, one lady came, you know, went to boarding school, so she talked about the boarding school life. We had a very traditional young man come in and talk about his way of life and how he became the chief of the Ho-Chunk Nation. And then we had 2 experts, one yarn belt weaver and basketry, and so they came in. We had a gentleman come in talking about the veteran's status as a veteran, and how, you know, how they are upheld in the Ho-Chunk Nation. And then the last 2 people that we brought in was Mrs. Joanne Jones was our first female Ho-Chunk president, so she came in and talked about the governmental system. And then our last one was our present-day president, John Greendeer. So they really had some encouraging words to say to our students, and, you know, just talking about their background, how they grew up, and, you know, comparing their life the way it is today with school, you know, back then the way it is today. So they really enjoyed hearing those speakers. And I think next year we've already put in funding to have some more speakers for next year too. So that concludes that report. And then I know I didn't give this to you, but I just wanted to give you a copy of the tentative Diversity Week plans that we have. They're not all set in stone yet. Some of them are confirmed, some are not yet, so I'm hoping to have everything done by the end of next week so that I can get everything out. But it looks like we'll be doing some mini powwows. On the half collaboration day, I'm taking students to tour the Ho-Chunk Nation. They do 1, 2, and 3 hour tours, so we're going to take a busload of students up there. And we're going to have our art and fry bread contest, and we're getting ready to do our middle school village day, and then I'm still waiting to hear about the high school, where we're thinking about having a panel with all the foreign language, or the, what do you call them, the foreign exchange students, and then one Native American student on the panel. So we're just trying to get things together for that. So the week is May 7th through the 11th, and you're all welcome to come and check it out. And of course, I'm going to send you a formal invite as well. So, any questions?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just to clarify, it's being offered at the 7th grade, and then there's 2 levels at the high school?
The class that I teach is a culture class, so I'm in the world languages with German and Spanish. And so what we do is we take our quarter kids and we divide them into 3, and then we rotate them every 3 weeks. So they get a little sampling of all 3 languages, and then we also teach about history and culture.
All of the students, correct?
All the 7th graders, yes.
Okay.
I think it's exciting. I mean, it was one of the interesting classes we thought that would be really well received, and I think it has been from what you have said. So we're glad it was able to
And
happen.
I hear Ho-Chunk spoken in the hallways, and they yell it out to me. So yeah, that's really good. That's really nice.
Good.
So,
Thank you
okay.
for all your hard work.
Thank you. Yes.